just before I went to Saudi to do Umrah, I posted a tweet and I said it in a specific way to trigger people, and I said that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is not a Muslim country, it's a Zionist nation, and that the lands of Makkah and Medina are the lands of the Muslims. What I said was entirely correct, and then I went on to say that those who believe otherwise, that do not believe what I'm saying, is due to years of brainwashing and mental programming. And this really triggered the Saudi bootlickers. And they then said that I'm doing takfir on the whole nation, that I basically said that everybody from Saudi is not a Muslim, they're out of Islam and this and that, which I clearly didn't say. And it's very stupid that people would assume something like that. I'm just making this to clarify what I mean. Look, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the government itself, the rulers, these people do not rule and they do not abide by the laws of Islam. It's one rule, one set of rules for the people, and it's another set of rules for them. They get to do whatever they want, they get to disobey Allah whenever they please, but when their people disobey Allah, or even when their people disobey themselves, then it's a no-go. Then that's when they get extremely strict and severe on the punishment, which of course is wrong. And every kingdom, every rulership is gonna have its own flaws. Humans are designed in such a way that we can't be perfect. This is just the way Allah has made us, so we can't complain about that. But at the end of the day, if you look at Saudi Arabia, the kingdom, the government, these people are following the same agenda of the Zionists. They are puppets of the Zionist agenda and regime. They have allied with our enemies, the enemies of Islam. You look at Israel, you look at America, these are our two biggest enemies, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia are very close political friends and allies with these nations. And then you take a look at the other Muslim countries. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia isn't doing anywhere near enough for the Muslim countries in comparison to what they're doing with the non-Muslim countries. That's one thing I had to address. Now, for the people that said I'm doing takfir upon the whole nation, the whole of Saudi Arabia, that's just stupid, bro. I've been to Saudi Arabia twice this year. And even though Arabs are dickheads, and I think we can all agree with that, Arabs are straight up just rude and very stuck up. But the people of Saudi Arabia are calm, bro. The general population, they're fine. I got no issues with them. And obviously the people in power, that's different, because those are like the kids that got bullied at school. Now they're police officers. Now they got some power, and they're very quick to use that power and abuse that power. But other than that, I got no issue with the people. It's just the kingdom itself. And again, kingdoms, Islamically, that's another sticky area. We know that Allah is Al-Malik. Allah is the king. We shouldn't really have a kingdomship, Islamically speaking. And the lands of Makkah and Medina, the lands where the Prophet ﷺ resided and where the Quran was revealed, these lands are not controlled by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in the sense that you might think. They are owned and controlled by the 2 billion Muslims worldwide. And if the Muslims were to unite, we would be able to come and make these two places sovereign states of their own, as they should be. These are the lands of the Muslims, these two holy, blessed lands. The rest of the kingdom, don't even get me started. The rest of the kingdom is just straight up for shaitan. It's a very corrupted place. The further you go away from Makkah, Medina, the worse it gets. And then you come to the west, which is very far away from Makkah, Medina, and it's plagued with sin. Now, even though I'm sitting in a Western country, you can see, mashallah, this is beautiful in certain parts of the year, looks-wise. The laws, the systems, everything here is very much against Islam. And the fact that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is trying to align their laws with the laws of these lands, and they're trying to operate in a way that pleases these rulers, that's not right, bro, and we shouldn't support that as Muslims. But I feel like I've ranted enough about Saudi Arabia. I don't want to get too much hate, because inshallah I want to do more umrahs, I want to do hajj. I don't want to get banned from the country. Got nothing against the country, except for the fact that the rulers are a bunch of dickheads, and they are allies with the enemies of Islam, and I don't respect anybody that allies with the enemies of Islam.